everything seems to be working. Hello, hello, and welcome. All right, so for today, as you can see here, you probably noticed it's a new painting. Um, I got this commission painting I'm doing for a family friend. She really wanted me to do a portrait of her cat. So that's what I'm going to be continuing on today. Last painting session, I started working on the background window here. Now just going to continue with the background and hopefully a little bit on the kitty here. Hey, and it's Win. Hi, Win. How you doing? There we go. That's our kitty. She's so cute. Hello, hello. So, despite me being a little bit late, which I'm very sorry, I'm sorry to be a bit late today. I kind of didn't get everything completely set up. But I thought as I set up, I might as well chat with everyone. Good. I'm glad you're doing good, Win. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I'll be okay in this moment. You know, it's gonna be good. I'm excited to continue working on this piece here. Just keep chugging along. Oh, what paintbrushes am I going to use today? I don't have much space. I swear the space is like meant for small canvases only. What's going to happen if I want to do a bigger canvas? Here, let's see. What brushes am I going to use today? Maybe these ones. Maybe these here. I barely even remember what I used before. I think I used this one before. Oh, I think I used this one. I think I remember using it. You know what? I think this one would be better for like around finer details. And then I had a fluffy brush. Where is my fluffy brush? I was using the small one. I have a large fluffy brush here, but I think I want to use, there's the small one. I have the smaller one. I think I'm going to use this one today. Oh! This is an oil painting. So this here, this is an oil. As you can see from all like the very blended orbs that I have here, to get this technique with acrylic would be very hard. I mean, I could do it. I wouldn't want to do it though. So with oil paint, it'll be so much easier to blend areas and to make it all like smooth and kind of wispy, and that kind of stuff. So thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I think so. I think she's looking cute. Alrighty. Yes, yes. I think you'd like oil painting when. Definitely invest in good ones though. Don't waste your time with not so good with kind of with oil paints that are cheapy oil paints. Don't even waste your time. I've tried you know, over the years of my experience with oil paints, I have tried many different types and all different varieties, from the cheap ones to the expensive ones. And let me tell you, the professional brands that are expensive, way better. Like it's almost night and day. You know, like some you can kind of get away with, like cheap acrylics. Sometimes you can get away with um doing okay things with it. I don't know. I don't Even though me, since I am a texture person, most cheap acrylics when they dry, they turn chalky. That's why there's such a thing as like a spray on glaze kind of to keep it all shiny. Well, I don't like that chalky texture. So that's why I go for the for the like professional brands like Liquitex. Um, but you know what? If someone gave me like some lower quality acrylics and were like, here, paint with this, I'd be like, okay, I can deal with it. If someone gave me lower quality oil paints and was like, paint with this, which I have done before, I'd be like, no, absolutely not. Um, like, I don't know. There's just something off with lower quality oil paints. There was this one brand I tried using, like the price of them, but uh, it took me like so many layers of paint, and it still wasn't, the pigments just weren't punchy. Like this color that you see, this nice bright and vivid of the other, this is one layer of paint here. With the kind of cheaper brands of oil paints, this would be like layer 3 4, and you know, I could still do stuff on top of this. Like it was just the weakest pigments, and I was like, no way. It was such a headache to work with too. Nah, not gonna deal with that. You know, and but I will say too, with the nice, like with the nicer quality oil paints and investing in that, you actually don't need that much oil paint. A little bit of oil paint actually goes a long way, depending on what you're doing with it. If you want to do like thick palette stuff, that's different. Obviously, you'll go through a lot of paint. But if you're doing more like thinner coats, more realism, that kind of thing, on it, and honestly, a little bit of paint will go like a long ways. Yeah, this is one coat right here. This is, see, yeah, and the brand I love using is this Win Windsor and Newton here. That's like my favorite brand of oil paint, my only brand of oil paint that I will ever use. Um, and the only one I would recommend. There's so many others. This one's the legit one. Yeah, I so they should sponsor me, but they don't. Especially for how much I'm like, hey, this is the good oil paint. Use this. All right, so now I'm just kind of mixing colors for the window frame itself. This is for the window frame. Getting some nice dark rich colors in here. And I'm gonna take a little bit of this cerulean blue, mix it up in here, because also I have like some sky, looks like some sky. And then I'm gonna here, what's better? Maybe right here, like this. There we go, you can kind of see better. Where's the sap green? I do need some sap green in here. A little bit of yellow. There we go, like that, just like that. And then I'm gonna mix a little bit of a darker green. Still add some yellow in there, but I want it to be the darkest. So kind of like anything else, when I'm painting, I always paint a light, a medium, and a dark. At least 3 values at a minimum. I rarely ever work with like just 2 values, or I never work with just one. There we go. There we are. All right, so now that I got all my colors mixed, I'll put that aside, bring forward the painting. Oh, thank you, Wynn. Thank you. Yeah, I'm hoping after these commission paintings, I can kind of get back to my Accelerators fan art. I have also so many ideas of different paintings I want to do that are Accelerator related. Just not just the chibis, but also uh just ideas, concepts, character portraits. Just I have so many ideas that I want to do, and I never expected this much love to be going this way towards my Shirako cosplay. So I feel very, very flattered. um, I wanted to cosplay him for a really long time, including Karma, which, as you all know, she's still in the works just because I tried doing inshore, I tried sewing a jacket that's way out of my like level. But I wanted to just go for it, and actually where it is now, I think it's turning out pretty decent. It's just taking much longer and a lot more experimental time because I'm working with a lot of like techniques and materials, and I'm doing something I've never done before. Like I've never sewn a jacket like just by hand, and there is no pattern. I tried one time looking for like a base pattern to go off of. I was like, oh, maybe I can look up like a racing jacket. But hers is so unique that I couldn't find anything. And I found some people that like pre-made jackets, and I'm like, okay, I like the shape, but I'm like, do you sell the pattern? And they have no patterns to be sold, and I'm like, damn it. But they're like, they will themselves make the jacket, which I don't know how you can not sell the pattern. But I think those people are like non cosplayers. They're just like, here, I make jackets. Where us cosplayers are like, yeah, you can commission me to make that for you, or you can just buy the pattern and make it yourself. Which is not the same thing. You're not necessarily saving money just by like, oh, the pattern's so much cheaper, I'll save so much money. It's like, not really. You'll spend the money in time. That's what you'll spend the money in. But also too, it's like you're buying skill too. Like if you don't have those skills, that person who's offering to like make that jacket has those skills. So, but anyway, going back to my Shrako cosplay, I did not expect it to get as much attention or love that it has gotten at all. So, the fact that it is really means a lot, and I'm actually just inspired to do more like Excel Eraser stuff. And I think seeing other people's Excel Eraser like content, whether it's art or just talking about the series or just posting anything related to it, really gives me a lot of motivation and a really lot of inspiration to just keep creating. For a long time I held off on it because I thought it was going to be something that like no one, absolutely not a single person knew who I was, and I'm like, is it really worth it? Even though I don't think that's a reason why you shouldn't cosplay a character. I think it doesn't matter how big or small the fandom is. But at one time I was a little concerned because I realized that, you know, it was like right around the time that my business is getting more professional, and I do use my cosplays as content creator, like content creation. So I was like, is it worth it? It ended up being worth it. I think it's just another proven fact that even if it's from a small fandom, but you have so much love for a character, you should absolutely cosplay them if you have the inspiration to do so. That size of fandom really doesn't mean anything, you know, mean anything in the matters of like, what's the right words that I'm trying to look for? Like, you should be cosplaying characters that you want to cosplay and make art that you want to make, you know, despite how big or small the fandom might be. Like, I think just doing something because it's popular isn't the right way to go ever. Because I feel like people can feel it, you know, whether they realize it or not, whether it's subconscious or not. People know if you're just doing something if it's popular. Yeah, so I went back and forth in my head if I should wear Shirako to Fan Fusion, but I think I do in fact want to wear Shirako to Fan Fusion. So I think he's gonna be what I'll wear on Sunday. Oh, really? That's so cool. When that you found a jacket that looked like Karma's. You should have taken a picture and showed me. I want to see. Yeah, I know, right? And speaking of small fandoms like the Dragon Prince and stuff, oh my gosh, I wanna do so many cosplays from the Dragon Prince and create art. I wanna do more things too. And there's an anime that's kind of like not left my mind since I've seen it, called, and it's okay if no one knows what it is. Not a lot of people have heard of it. A lot of people are like, what is that? Called Genosha. So much. Um, I've been getting art ideas from it and cosplay ideas so much. And if you don't know what it is, definitely look it up. And it's this really cool anime. The best way to describe it is it's kind of like Among Us. So there's these um people or no, I didn't mean to move my camera. There we go. It's about the like these people on a ship, and one or more of them is infected with this alien called the Genosha that wants to take over the ship. And basically they have to guess who is who, like in Among Us. But it gets very in depth, and you learn, I swear, each episode, like, you learn so much about the characters, and the characters kind of, like, your perception of them does change. Because you will assume they're one way, but then the more you get to know them, the more you realize that you kind of get to understand them better. And I really like it. Also, too, all the characters look really cool. Like, everyone's super, super unique looking. So I want to do a cosplay from that and create art. I'm just kind of feeling this, like, small fandom buzz. Oh, I know, right? Yeah, probably honestly, when if I was to do any of those dragon prints, the like outfits that you just mentioned right there, I think the one at the top of my list is probably Terry. But I don't know when I'll actually get to doing a new cosplay. Um, I know that the only one that I have, like, actually for sure planned in my mind, um, and actually I have quite a few things for her already, is Momo from Dandadan. I really want to cosplay Momo really bad. Just because it's also, like, I love Dandadan. And if you haven't seen it, and if you like chaotic animes with aliens and ghosts, and but I will say that the humor is very, very inappropriate. So if you can't handle Deadpool, you won't be able to handle this. But it is so great and so over the top. Otherwise, I highly recommend. But I really want to cosplay Momo really bad, and I have her pink sweater. I have the underneath shirt. I have fabric for the bow. Um, the skirt's on its way. I have socks that might work for leg warmers. I'm just gonna pair it all together and see if it looks good, and if it doesn't, then I'll get some leg warmers. And I still have to style a wig. And I have to make her earrings, her very iconic earrings. But I'm thinking Momo for UwuCon in October. So that's going to be for a while, but that's like the only character in my mind that I have for sure set, just because I can't think of any other cosplays right now because I have so many commissions going on and getting ready for shows and things going on in life. Excuse me. But hopefully she's not the only one planned for the rest of this year. I would like to do other characters too. That was a New Year's resolution of mine this year. Was to I wanted to make more characters. I wanted to work more on sewing. I wanted to actually this year I really wanted to sew a cosplay together. Whatever that may mean. I bought a pattern for powder from Arcane. It was not powder like little kid Jinx. It's the powder in season 2, her streetwear with the little vest and the cute little top. I bought that pattern a while ago, just immediately, because I was like, I don't know when I'll get to this cosplay, but I know I want to cosplay her, and I don't want this pattern to like poof disappear. So I was like, oh, just buy it right now. Also, too, it's by one of my like favorite pro cosplayers. So I was thinking maybe that be my cosplay this year that I sew. And also too, like I wanted to do a really casual powder, like in my mind. I wanted, since I dye my hair like the tips blue already, I was just gonna wear my natural hair in space buns and have it as a really like chill, like more chill cosplay. Or if a cosplay that I wear for little pop-up cons. So yeah. Yes, I want to do Ren Fair Jinx so bad when I also really want to do uh Rapunzel Jinx or Pink Jinx Rapunzel. I don't know which version to do yet. Just in case if any of you are listening and you're like, what did you just say? There's two variations. It's like, yes, either Jinx as Rapunzel or Rapunzel as Jinx. And I'm like, I don't know which one to do. I'm so torn. I go back and forth in my head. I might end up just doing both. Um, but I want to do that one really, really badly. Ah. And yeah, that's true. That's true, Win. It will be this year, a few days before your birthday. It's like your birthday con. That's awesome. I know, right? Yes, both is good. I love that meme. Do you know I was just watching that movie last night, Road to El Dorado? I was just watching that. And when that part popped up, both is good. I'm like, yep. That is me when I make decisions. We'll do both. Both is good. Yeah. Um I know that Road to El Dorado is on Netflix right now. Which it always scares me because every once in a while I'll be like leaving soon and I'm like, no, it's such a good movie, don't go. And then all of a sudden, like that little red bar of leaving soon goes away and it's still there and it just sits there. I'm like, I thought you said you were leaving soon. Constantly is doing that. I'm like, yay, I'm glad you didn't leave. Hey, and it's Isaac. Hi, Isaac. How you doing? I'm just painting the cat. Nice, nice, Isaac. That's good that you're going on walks. That's really good. And I'm glad you're good, doing good, feeling good. That's awesome. All right, what color is that? Do you ever like paint something and look at it and you're like, what color is that? No, it's kind of brown. But it's also kind of gray. And it's for this part right here, if you're wondering. I think it's part of the window. Or the window frame. Sounds good, Isaac. Yeah, actually that sounds like a good plan. I think you should go lift some heavy weights. Be strong like a dragon. All right. And then this window here, I'm gonna wash my brush because it's pretty bright blue. We'll see if I get to the cat today. Hopefully, I'd like to. I'd like to start on the kitty. Nice, that's awesome, Win. 5 miles a day. That's a good distance. That's awesome. There we go. with a nice bright blue. Yeah, I have almost a feeling that this one, since it is such a big canvas, it's actually gonna go quite quickly, especially that, like, really when it comes to fur, it's like a lot of blending until you get to the exact little hairs. And since blending's so easy with oil paint, it's gonna go pretty smoothly. Aw, thank you, Win. Thank you. I hope so, and I hope she likes it too. I hope she ends up liking this painting. This one actually, I think I will, since she's not interested in making them into replicas herself. I am going to be making this into stickers and poster prints and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I will most likely be making this into replicas. Um, the poster prints, maybe, not sure, but for stickers, absolutely. I might actually at least make it into one poster just to show in my portfolio, like, hey, I can do pet portraits, you know? Because so far I only have Miss Clove in there, but I want to do, show more animals. Yeah, eventually I do want to do more animals. I want to paint the new little kitty, Ivy. I want to paint our dog, Mochi. I want to paint our other dog, Spirit. I want to paint the little animals. Show more than just cats. Because, well, I have done other dogs before, but I don't have them like, I just have like phone pictures. I don't have actually like really nice pictures of them. Hey! I see it's the fairy bot, or aka Caw. Hi, Caw. How you doing? Messaging through the fairy bot. I'm actually gonna go grab another fluffy brush. This one here, because the sky's so light, like really nice and bright and light. And the other fluffy brush that I have has a lot of gray in it. And I don't want any of that gray to get into this light blue here. And then we have a blue here that kind of outlines. It's really thick. Gotta loosen it up a little bit. There we go. Oh, you're okay, Win. You're good. Um, so to re-answer your question on the if I'll make making this into print, probably yes, because I'm doing this commission. She's more interested in just having the original painting. She's not going to be making replicas of it. So I will probably make them into poster prints. I don't know though about the poster prints, but I will definitely be making them to stickers, because people like the stickers. Now just blending, blending, blending. I know, it's very satisfying to watch it blend, huh? It's funny, even though you're like, oh, it's just a blue sky, you're like, huh, just a blue sky. Do you know how many variations of blue are in this sky? A lot. Oh, thank you, Wayne, for getting the whoever messaged a not invited message. And thank you for uninviting them from the party. Nah. Yeah, the cat stickers always turn out so good. The everyone really likes the cat stickers. That's why I feel like this would make a good sticker. Yeah, I think it'll be good. Oh, is that what the bot said? Ka? Oh, what the heck? People are weird. And you're probably right. It's probably sadly a stolen account, and they're just writing nonsense up in the chat. We don't need that. We don't need that here. We're just here to create and have a good time and share good vibes. Yeah, I don't understand the whole AI viewer thingy majiggy either. When I don't know how that works either. I don't even know why anyone would actually like want that, like actually be interested in that. Like, yes. Like I want a bunch of bots watching. Like, what? Why? I don't know. Maybe to look for numbers, but then you're just lying. And that's sad. I don't like that. I want real people, thank you. Real people in the chat. Real people watching. Real people only. I'm gonna quote Star Wars, your kind is not allowed here, referring to the robots. Oh, yeah, no, I see what you're saying when about Charles, but Charles is Charles. Charles was created by Ka. Ka, you created Charles. He's allowed. He's the only robot that's allowed, or only AI that's allowed. Charles is fantastic. He also brings entertainment. Also, too, I know, Ka, that you put a lot of effort into making Charles who Charles is. Hey, you don't know when. You might start collecting more people, and it'll probably start off small. I mean, everyone starts off small, but then more people, you meet people, or people discover you, that kind of stuff. Hey, that's how it all works, right? Just do whatever you're passionate about, be yourself, and that's it. And you will find your people. If you just stay true to yourself and true to who you are, you will find your people. That's too funny. Oh, I wanted to show everyone. I'm gonna take a sip of tea. But I wanted to show my new charms came in. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I am so excited. Here. Look at my new charms. Eee! I'm so excited with how they look. Aren't those cool? So we got this one. Right there. And then we have this one here. It's the pink drink, or what we all call in this chat, fairy soda. Aw, thank you, Win. Well, here's one I think you'll really like. I got this mule. This one here. I really, really like how this one turned out. It's so cute. Aw, thank you, Ka, for the Kirby heart. Thank you. Got that one. I got this goldfish. Yeah, I like how the goldfish turned out. It's super pretty. I don't know if the camera can pick up on it. I don't think the camera can, but it's like, maybe this one can, but it's all like sparkly and glittery. I chose the ones with glitter in it. There, so we got that one. Got the mushroom frog. This one's really cute. Yeah, I know, right? The snack that smiles back. Yes, this is a very tasty snack here. Win. Yum. And then I got a baby dragon. It's a baby dragon. I know this is done in a very uh old style of me drawing. This is a very old style. I don't. I can still draw in this style. I don't normally, but he turned out. I did this for like a gift for someone several years ago, and I'm like, he turned out so cute. I want to make him into a charm. He's so cute. I need to do more baby dragons. And then we got mermaids. Yeah, the mermaids are tiny. Mermaids. Yeah, they look really cute, really cool. And then I have a lollipop. And if you all recognize this one here actually was part of the stamp rally card that I did for Game on Expo. And now it was so cute that I'm like, this would be such a cute little charm. I want to make it into a charm. And I made my Goddess Athena painting into a charm. Yeah, it's so cute. I like it. I think it turned out really, really cute. Aww. I'm sorry, Win. I know. I'm so sorry that you lost all of that at Game On. My heart. But I told you, don't worry about it. I will, at least from my stuff, whatever you lost, I'll replace. Because I know you didn't lose all those on purpose. So I got you there. Don't worry about that. I just don't quite remember everything that you got, so you have to remind me. I have pictures of that one in progress. Which one are you talking about, Ka? This one? Did I show you progress pictures of this one? This one was a long time ago. It's so cute. It's adorable. But yeah, so all new charms that will be available at my booth at Fan Fusion. So come see me. I'll be at booth. What's my booth number? 560. I'll be at 560. It's actually the same place I was at last year. Because I really liked that location. I think it was a very good location. Um, and my fear was if I didn't request that location, that I would be just stuck in a dark corner. And I didn't want that to happen. I was like, no dark corners. Yeah, no, I got you, Win. Don't worry about it. I got you. Oh, I did send you progress pictures of that dragon. Okay. That was from a long time ago. I've been wondering lately if I should bring back my old drawing style for certain projects. I don't use it much anymore. My illustrative style. But I do kind of want to. I saw how cute that baby dragon charm is, and I'm like, okay, I kind of want to make more baby dragons. So many ideas. So many ideas. Whoop. So many. So many ideas and so little time. You know, something I am very comfortably saying is that I don't think I will ever run out of ideas. Nope, don't do that. Okay. I know I've actually been like going through my old artwork and like making it into stickers and pins and all that good stuff. Cuz like I always want to have new things and new things available at my booth, but I can't paint as fast as like to always produce something new. Um so I started looking at my old artwork, and actually a lot of these charms came from old artwork, which is kind of funny now that I think of it. I'm like, oh yeah. So I recycle my stuff. I know a lot of people don't do that or don't like to do that or think it's somehow bad. I don't. I'm like, no, why? I think it'll work. Why not bring it back? Um, yeah, all these like old artwork. Like I believe so these two obviously are not old because I did these here on stream, as you know. Well, this one I think I finished up on stream. This one I did full stream. These are new, but and this one's new too. As you know, I did also on stream. But um this one's old. This one's really old. Actually, this mermaid one is one of my first oil paintings. Not like the first, but I think at this point I was only doing oil painting for a few years, maybe 2-3 years at the point that I made this painting. So this is old. Um yeah, and it's such a tiny little painting. I actually want a good photo of it. I want to make prints of it because it's really cool. It's like they're in a sea cave. It's a really cool painting. Um these little guys I did a few years ago on a porcelain. So it's like a couple years old paintings. These here too. These are a few years old. These are acrylic paintings back when I did more acrylics than oils. But she doesn't feel this one. Well, both of them actually don't feel that old because I bring them out like at every show and hang up the paintings and stuff, but they've been around. So I recycle, I reuse. I don't have anything ever go to waste. Yes, I do. I do when I have so many like dragon prince ideas, and okay, I've been loving to do the chibis, and as you know, I have the chibis from the dragon prince in a sketch form, and I want to do more. I want to do so many more. um I will, like, I think I kind of want to put those projects of making dragon prince stuff at the top of my list, because I kind of want to dive into making more fan art from smaller fandoms. Um, I don't know, I just feel really inspired to do that. So, yeah. So maybe sometime this year, I think I'd be happy if I at least started the Dragon Prince painting of Chibi's sometime within this year. I think I'd be happy. Aw, that's awesome. Now you have like a little Rayla with your Callum. That's cute. I like that detail. Oh, Win, speaking of um cosplays for Fan Fusion, have you decided what you're going to wear on Friday? Because if I could make a suggestion, I would say Bobby from uh K-pop Demon Hunters, because a bunch of like people that I know, a bunch of cosplayer friends, were all dressing K-pop Demon Hunter on Friday. So if you kind of want to cosplay along, you don't have to if you don't want to, but I'm just letting you know. I'm bringing Zoe. I don't know if I'll be able to fix her wig or not in time. I do want to fix her wig, but I have other things that are priority that I'm like, no, I need to get done beforehand, and I might just have to deal with a wig that falls apart on my head as I work, which I don't want to deal with, but I might have to take that chance. But I'm going to wear Zoe no matter what. Really? Oh, damn. I didn't know that. I didn't know that that was originally your idea. Huh. I just saw him make that post too. And to keep in mind, when I didn't pay attention at all, who also like posted, who also commented in that post, I just saw that I was tagged, and then I DM'd Jagger and said, "Hey, all right, I like this K-pop Demon Hunter idea on Friday. Let's do it. I'm here for it. Let's go." So that was pretty much what the chat was, and I'm like, I'll bring Zoe. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. And here I was like, wait, I gotta include Win, and you were the one who came up with the idea in the first place. Don't you just love when things perfectly happen like that? Oh, really? Your comment? Yeah, I totally didn't pay attention to the comments. I'm so sorry. I've been so bad at social media lately, like of looking even at like posts and that kind of stuff. And I typically around this time, because Fan Fusion's coming right around the corner, I like to pay attention. What are my fellow cosplay friends doing? What are my fellow artists doing? Who's gonna be there? completely disconnected because every time I go on to social media, there are likes and comments for Scirocco, and I am like, and then I'm like, okay, make a post. I'm gonna answer this comment here on my Scirocco post, and then get off the app. Like, I'm not used to being popular. Okay, I'm really not. I think when my Jinx videos went viral, I think I just completely stayed off my phone. But this time I can't do it because now I have an official business attached to all of it. So I was like, ah, I gotta pay attention. Where before I was like, I'm just gonna quietly sit over here. Oh, really? That's too funny. That's hilarious. It shows you how much I actually pay attention. Wow, I am sorry, Win. I am sorry that I have very brilliant, very not brilliant moments. We will just call them that. The very not brilliant moments. Still, though, when sometimes I have very not brilliant moments, and it's okay, because I'm just gonna keep painting here and worry about it later. And judge myself later. Alrighty, here we are. So, here's the background now onto the kitty. Oh, I just realized something. This brown right here actually goes out in front. Interesting. It's kind of like she's peering behind. Okay. Alright. So we're not done with the brown yet. You like how I just freestyled that? There we go. And I'm already low on paint. This was it. There we go. Gotta mix more somehow. How did I run out of paint so quickly? It didn't dry up, it's just I'm out of paint. I need more burnt sienna. Where is it? There you are. Thank you, Win. Thank you for posting my website. I do actually really like how this painting is turning out. And also, too, I really like working on such a big canvas and not so many like teeny little nitpicking details. Um, Kind of nice for a change. I feel like so often, whatever I make, it's so big and complicated, and with this one, I don't know, the details are just like simple. So I kind of a fan. Kind of like it. Switching things up. I'm actually gonna lift this paper up. There we go. I've already gotten enough paint on this table. I don't need to add to it. Ooh. Okay, you know what, Isaac? I've actually heard people say the same thing about the peanut butter and jelly burger, that it sounds weird, but it's actually really good. And it is something that's often highly recommended to try. And I don't know, it sounds really weird to me, but hey, I'm glad that you enjoyed your peanut butter and jelly burger. That's good. Alright, and then I'm gonna use this brush here to blend the edges. There we are. Alright. Yeah, I'm trying to keep the background very like soft and blended because I really want like all the details to go into the kitty here. Oh yeah, that's true. There was a like jellyfish Krabby Patty at one time. I remember that. Barely. Kind of like had to read that one and be like, "Oh yeah, I remember that episode." There was a weird twist to that episode, right? Something weird happened, or maybe that was another episode. Now I'm just cleaning my brushes. Bigger brushes definitely take up a lot more paint, so they're a lot more to clean. All right, so now my plan is to move on to the kitty here. And here, as I clean my brushes, I'll actually turn it around carefully so you can all see it right side up this time. There we go. Yeah, see, she's looking cute. So as much as I want to like just jump right in and like start painting her face, I'm actually going to still be working back to front. So I'm going to be working on her body first. Still just washing all my brushes here. Alrighty, so I'm gonna turn this over here and bring forward my palette. And I'm actually gonna get some French ultramarine here, because that is what I'm gonna mix into the black. Because we're all going for very cold tones here, like very like blues and that kind of stuff. Spoil what? Spoil the jellyfish episode? When? I don't know. You can spoil it if everyone wants. What? Not sure. Alright, taking blue and white and a little bit of black here. Mixing up those colors. This is kind of like the light part of, because the kitty's colors, she's kind of like she's black and white. Kind of like our cat Ivy. All black and white. And then, I'm going to, for the white, I will be using pure white, but also too, I want to add in a little bit of gray, like really light gray, to still make sure that white has value. You know what? I'll need more white for the spots. Oh yeah, because I remember that jellyfish episode, but I don't think it's really a spoiler because it's been what, out for 20 years. Um, yeah, I don't quite remember. I remember it happening, but I don't remember like what the weird. I feel like there was some weird outcome to the whole episode, but I don't quite remember what it was. Yeah, share. Feel free to share, Win. Please do. I love Ivy too. She is absolutely adorable. She is so cute. I love her too. I think we all do. We love all the kitties here. We are a kitty friendly stream. Oh yeah, I remember that. That was the dark side of this episode. Yeah, and then like he had this jellyfish, like I don't know, it became like a jellyfish farm kind of thing, and SpongeBob was like horrified. Oh yeah, I remember. Alrighty. So let me scooch this over here, and then I'm gonna scooch this over down a little bit, just a tad. There we go. Okay, so these spots here are black, and then these ones here are white. So and as I'm painting, I'm also making my brush strokes in the same direction as where her fur is going. So this is like her shoulder, so it's going up and around. So I want to make sure that my brush strokes are going in that same direction. And these little islands that are here are actually spots of white. And yeah, I just kind of paint in all the fur. Wonder if I can bring this down a little bit better so it can be more in focus. There we go. It's just a little bit. Again, this is like I'm working on a small area with a big canvas. No, I didn't want that to happen. There we go. That's a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. go, and yep, just trying to go around all these little spots. I can always go back. My kind of plan right now is to go with the big chunks. And, okay, going along. Oh yeah, I remember that book Animal Farm when we had to read that in I think I read it in middle school. Was it 7th or 8th grade, I think? No, I read it in 8th grade. It was 8th grade. I remember I remember like having a hard time following some of the scenes. Like some parts of the book, I remember being like, okay, I can track this book. I know where they're going. And then some, I'm like, this completely lost to me. What is going on? There we go. There we go. These are cute. Oh, wait, I just noticed you guys actually can't see what I'm doing now with this bottom part right here. Whoopsies, my fault. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, we read it. I remember having to do a report on it and everything. I remember too that like a lot of kids kept getting confused about the storyline because they thought it was they kept getting confused with Babe. And no, I don't mean babe as short as baby. That just sounded really weird saying out loud. But it was this movie. It was one of those like live action movies that was done with talking animals, and it was about a pig that's in a farm. And actually, don't I actually own the movie on VHS, but I don't remember much about. I think it's just about farm animals. I remember a lot of kids like comparing it to Babe and asking the teacher like, wait, this doesn't I remember watching this as a kid. And she's like, no, no, you guys are thinking of a different movie, and Babe has nothing to do with politics. That movie is just about farm animals. This is like actually about like what is it called, it's like not a parody, but you know what I'm saying, like a parody on a point in time in history kind of thing, like a symbolism type thing. Or one movie is just for funsies and the other one's an actual like political statement. The kids got all confused. So funny. Then I realized actually how many kids grew up watching Babe. You remember that movie too, Win? Okay, I'm glad I'm not like the only one and everyone's like, what? Yeah, and the pig's name was Babe. Yeah, we read all kinds of books in school. Oh my gosh, you remember two Evo Leia? So you remember the movie Babe as well? Okay. Yeah, it's about like a little pig. And it's not Charlotte's Web. It's another little pig. Oh yeah, Evo Leia, what is it? What do you remember? That's a intense movie and book. I've never seen it. Too scared to. I don't know. I don't like reading horror or any of that kind of stuff. I don't really like horror movies. I don't really like reading horror. I like happy things. Yeah, yeah, I know you're talking. Oh, you're talking about Animal Farm. I don't know when. What books did you read when you were in school? Like, and not just the funsy books. Like, I'm talking about like the teachers. Like, we're reading this because it's important to history, and then you're like, why? Why are we reading this? This book is hard to read. Now I'm going in with the white. And as I'm doing so, yes, it's blending in and overlapping, but I'm also keeping in mind the brush strokes and doing the brush strokes in the same direction the fur is going in. Always keeping that in mind because I'm also painting in kind of like my fur textures here. Oh, I remember that book, Holes. I didn't read it. My class didn't read it, but I remember some kids did read it. Different classes read different books. Um, None of my classes, though. I remember kids talking about it. And that was made into a movie, too. I remember seeing the movie, but on my own time, not during the school time. Oh, Grimm's Fairy Tales. That's cool, Evalea, that you read that in school. Oh, that's awesome. That would actually be really good ones. I've never read any of the Grimm's tales, but I am super super familiar with them. And I am familiar with how Um, they are different from like the Disney fairy tales and other interpretations of different fairy tales. And I am aware of like and it's so funny because actually a lot of those fairy tales that are famous and that we know today are only a couple pages long, which I didn't realize that. I found that out of recently, that a lot of the fairy tales are just like they're very short stories, and then just over time they've grown and evolved, and other people have other interpretations of the same stories. And a lot of their stories too are actually just more evolution of even older fairy tales that they put their own twist on. A Man for All Seasons. I don't even know that book. Interesting. That one I'm not even familiar with the title when. Ah, gotcha, gotcha. Let's see, what's all the books we read? Um, I remember The Outsiders. That was really popular. A lot of kids liked it. I liked it, but it gained a lot of pipe, and that was in seventh grade. What's another one? I remember reading Call of the Wild, and no, I'm not talking about the Madagascar knockoff. I'm talking the book about snow dogs, and I did not enjoy that at all as a kid. I used to be super, super sensitive to like especially animals in violence, and that one with the dogs fighting and it was very graphic. I remember one day I was actually like home crying because they were like graphically talking about these dogs fighting, and but you know, gotta work through it. Had to do the assignments. Oh, that's cool. Based on a true story. No, Watership Down. I don't even know what that is. I haven't even heard of that one. You know what's funny? I'm trying to think of all the books that we read in school, and I can only think of books that I've read in middle school. I'm like trying to think, I'm like, what did I read in high school? And the only book that's coming to my mind, even though I know we read more, but I just don't remember, is House on Mango Street. Um, but I can't remember. Isn't that funny? And I'm like, we read more. I think because maybe my junior and senior year, my English teacher, he liked better short stories than full novels. I don't know why. think it was his own attention span. Oh, we read Raisin in the Sun. We did read that in junior year of high school. I don't even think we finished it, to be honest. I think he was just like, okay, guys, we gotta move on. To be honest. No, maybe we finished it. Maybe we almost finished it. I don't remember. My English teacher in high school was, at least for junior and senior year, was, he was awesome. Oh, really? Bless your innocent soul. Thank you, Win. Thank you. No, I haven't seen it. Gosh, what terrified me as a kid? You know what movie terrified me as a kid? Was Snow White. The original Disney cartoon that was like made in 1930 or something like that. That one terrified me as a kid. We own it on DVD. Um, that scared. Oh my gosh, I was. And you know, it wasn't Snow White herself that I was scared of. I was scared of like the witch, or not the witch, the evil queen. I was so scared of her. And I was scared of that first scene when like Snow White is in the forest and she's running from the huntsman, and it's all these like really scary like not monsters, but it's like all these scary eyes and there's teeth and claws, and she's running and running and running for her life, and mm-mm. Used to scare me so bad as a kid. Isn't that so funny? And it actually became like an inside family joke even for years. It's like an inside joke because it was like, oh, what movie should we watch? Hey, Athena, should we watch Snow White? I know, true, right? Blood, that's how some of these cartoons go. It's like, oh, it's for kids, it's animated. No, it's not for children. Do not show your kids this. This is not for kids. No, no, no. I can already think of some really, really bad cartoons like that. Um, yeah. Cartoons I will not name because I kind of don't want their titles to be in this video. What? Oh no. We know the cursed movie. Oh no. There we go. I'm just gonna finish up this part here, and I just realized what time it is, and I'm like, oh my god, I totally lost track of time. But I know I was a little late, so I can't overstay my time too long, but I can for just a little bit to try to make up that time I did lose. But I can't not for too long. And I know this white's looking very gray, because it's just blending in with the black a lot, but that's okay. I'm planning on coming back with a second layer anyway. And actually, I kind of lost my patch here because her patch comes up like this around her shoulder. I think I started rushing because I realized what time it is and I don't want to rush. No, the textures were looking so good. Why do I do this to myself? I might have to do a second layer here too. Oh, okay. I was like, what's that? I'll just finish this up here and then call it a stream. Try to finish blending this area here. Try to blend it more. You know what? I think this brush is too big. I think this one will be better. Fur can be tricky. Fur is definitely a process. I've seen a lot of like different artists do like that hyper realistic fur before. Oh my gosh. Insane. I honestly don't know how artists who do hyper realistic fur do it. I can just do pretty silky fur. There we go. There we go. I'm getting there, I'm getting there. Aw. I appreciate you too, Evolea. I do. I appreciate you being here and hanging out, and unfortunately in this spot right here, I kind of lost, I totally lost my shape, but I might have to just come back to it at a different time. I feel my perfectionist side totally coming out right now. Like, no, I want it to be a certain way and look a certain way. Yeah, but seriously, thank you everyone for being here today. And I apologize for being late. I don't know if the day just slipped by. It happens, right? Alright, I can't seem to get the shape correct. But I think I'll just do that in the second layer. I think then I can, because it's a pretty sharp patch that comes up and over her shoulder. Maybe if I just brought in some black like this. There we go. Wait a second. This is actually working. Yeah, it's more gray than black right here, so I think later I will go back in with the second layer and darken this up. But at least now the shape is correct. I think I solved my problem with the shape. Because, like I want to make sure that the markings look right. Because all cats' markings, they're all unique. It's kind of like a person's facial features or body shape. And I can't just do whatever markings I want. This is a portrait. Gotta make sure that they're right. There we go. Yeah. All right, I'll call it there. I'll call it there. Yeah, she's looking cute. Alrighty. Aww. You're so welcome, Win. Thank you for being here. Oh my gosh, that means a lot. Of course, I'm always here to bring good vibes, and I'm happy that everyone enjoys. That's good. That's good. That's good. Aw, thank you, Isaac. Thank you. Aw, thank you, Evil Leia, for the hearts. Thank you for the digital hugs. Aw, thank you, Isaac, for the fairy magic. Yes, bringing you also fairy magic. Alrighty, well, unfortunately, the time has come for me to go. I will be back on Tuesday, and what I'll work on, most likely this. I'll probably be working on this. I am also in the process of making a lot of animal ears, so probably animal ears. So it's either between the two, this or animal ears. Nah, thank you, Win. This was a good stream. This was fun. Aw, thank you, Evil Leia. Thank you. Yeah, you know what? Overall, I'm happy with how this painting's turned out. Well, thank you, everyone. Have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you all on Tuesday. Alrighty, bye for now. Bye!